Hello everybody, this is Kiereek here, and today we're doing a review for Medal of Honor. Unfortunately, this is not the original, this is the 2010 edition, so fuck me. What it is, it's an FPS, and you get exactly what you expect. A generic military shooter. There is a story that generally is not worth it, and a multiplayer which will make you claw your eyes out. Where is it set? In modern Afghanistan. Of course it is. How do you beat there, Iraq, right? I mean, military shooters, that's the only two options nowadays. Now, for the pros, it took me a long time. I didn't want to be too harsh. I guess it runs well. It didn't crash on me. Frame rate was always good, and my computer didn't explode, which is more than I can say for my brain. Now, for the cons, let's start. There's two sections, right? There's a multiplayer and a single player. So let's start the multiplayer because that's where the real value here is. The online is fucked. Okay, it's absolutely fucked. Even though it is a prime time and the servers are not that bad, it seems like latency just destroys the entire game. And I know latency is generally it's generally dependent on the server, whoever's hosting, and the player. In this case, me. But it didn't seem to matter what time of day or what servers. The few that were still alive, they just did not. They didn't work. They didn't work for me. Like, I get on, but the online, it was a constant slaughter. People are complaining about hackers. There's people going like, and I believe it, because there's people going like 64-0. It's just dead. It's dead, and it's toxic. I hate it. Now, online, there's barely any customization. You can pick from one of three classes. An assault class, which means you get a machine gun, assault rifle, I guess. The support class, which you get a submachine gun. There you go. And the sniper class, which you get a sniper rifle. And from there, you can put like an attachment or two on. You can change your main gun. Can't ever change your backup. Can't change your grenades and stuff. You're basically stuck playing one of those three. Kind of bullshit, and it gets boring quickly. Now you have to rank those up, and it's a grind. It's a grind. Especially with the amount of players on there, and they're decently good. Good luck getting that many kills in the first while to actually level up. And you don't really get points for doing other things, it seems. You mostly get points for killing things. So, have fun. It's impossible for me to see what the fuck's going on. Okay, let's just take that one level where you start out, it's like a tank graveyard. Alright? If you're on the attacking team, guys are just going to camp forward ahead of you in their walled area. They have to come, or you have to come to them, because you have to set the charges. So they camp, they wait for you to run through the fucking open field area, and you can't see them at all because they barely poke their heads out. But the way that the game is designed, you're shooting from where you see, right? So I can't see their gun, but damn, they can fucking shoot me from that little pinprick of a head that peeks over the wall. The environments as well, they're just not good to be able to see people. In the snowy level, it's like you can barely see them at all unless they move. If they're staying still, good fucking luck picking them out from the fucking jumble of rocks across the map. Now, the map design is just generally brutal. It funnels you down to a point, okay? You have to place those charges, like I said. It's like a shitty version of domination mode or not domination mode, I can't remember what it's called, push in Battlefield. It's like a shitty version of that. You have to run forward, you have to blow up their cache, and then you progress to the next one. And it's like they intended it to be a slaughterfest. Alright, if you're defending, hopefully you get one of the good choke points, and you can just hold them off there. If you lose that choke point, sometimes they're fucking impossible to defend because they can snipe you from your spawn. So that's great design. Now, it's just repetitive. You do the same thing over and over. I've only got to play two game modes. One game mode where I'm doing the push style, and one game mode where it's just a firefight. They both suck because either way, someone's just going to camp out, kill you in your spawn, shoot you from across the map, and it's gay. Now, it's arcadey. I don't mind arcadey. Insurgency is very arcadey, but in Insurgency I really liked because it felt fair. Even though a lot of times I got pissed, it was generally fair. This does not feel fair. It feels like I can sink a ton of bullets into a guy, he's still alive, and then one headshot will kill you. But if I got him in the chest, it takes like 4 shots. So, I'm not talking machine gun shots. These are sniper rifle. I like to play sniper. It feels like kind of bullshit. Now, the controls, in multiplayer are different than the controls in single player, and I don't know who the fuck made that decision, but what a horrible decision it was. So in single player, for example, Q and E will tilt you around the wall. You can lean around the corners. In multiplayer, Q is a... I think it was Q was... Oh shit, I can't remember what... Oh, it swaps your pistol out. That's right, swap your pistol out. Of course it does. And I don't think I even used E in multiplayer. Either way, why would you change that? It just seems retarded. Okay, the single player. The story's bland. I don't understand how it has a very positive overall on Steam, because there's just no substance to it. Generic story. I couldn't care any less about any of the characters. I barely remember their names. I remember Mother and I remember Rabbit. That's all I remember. You're in Afghanistan. Yeah, there's a bunch of Taliban and Al-Qaeda. Oh, we go here. Oh, we need to go do this. Oh no, we got shot down. Oh no, my friend's gonna die. But it didn't mean anything. They all sucked. They had no personality. Why am I supposed to care about them? In general, I feel like it's just written really poorly. Now, it's possible for you, depending on the difficulty level, if you set it hard, you're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna get fucking destroyed by the AI that has like awesome fucking aim. If you set it on easy, you can just run through the game and knife everybody. There was one level, I don't think I shot like any bullets for a long time. I was like, why bother? I can run from guy to guy and knife them. And I get shot, but I'm bullet sponge, right? And that was kind of fun for like a second, but then you realize there's no challenge, and it's just like, oh, all right, never mind, I guess. I guess this game is just not want to challenge me at all. Now, the visuals are not that great. There's a lot of action scenes, cinematic type scenes, but honestly, a lot of the walls are drab. There's like little to no textures applied to them. The areas themselves are very bland. You go from room to room of bland walls with bland furniture, and it just kind of runs into itself. I don't even know where you are half the time because it just all looks the same. The storyline is very short. I would say roughly 5 hours, 6 if you take your time with it and you play it like you should instead of running through it. That's really nothing. Fuck that. That's such a lazy fucking developer right there. Finally, it's just generally not that great looking. Some of the weapons are alright. I found especially the M16 and the M16 4A was really, I don't know, blocky almost. It looked like, what do you call that old game? Oh, Counter-Strike. It looked like Counter-Strike level graphics for a second. I was like, this is wrong. Why is it like this? Now, here's the thing I don't understand. First of all, it's $20. It's a 7-year-old game. 7 years old. Like, that's longer than a lot of your pets will probably live. That's ridiculous. And they're still charging $20 for it. Even though it's basically, multiplayer is almost dead. And it's a tiny single player. It's not a $20 game. And then I don't understand either is the multiplayer is developed by DICE. The single player wasn't. So you had one game with 2 developers making each half. And like I like DICE, but who the fuck was working on it? The interns? Because it doesn't hold up at all to what you expect from the Battlefield games. So I'm not really quite sure what was going on there, but they dropped the ball. So here comes the score, and it will be quick. Gameplay. I had to give it something. I gave it a 0.5 out of 3 because it's a functional shooter. It does work, you know what I mean? It's not great, but it does work. So I couldn't give it nothing, but it's just so bland. It's just so bland and horrible. I couldn't give it any more than a 0.5. Addiction? There is none. It's a 0 out of 2. Easily a 0 out of 2. I did not feel compelled to come back to this game at any point in time. I literally dreamed of the day I would be done with it. And now I am, and I can just relax. I'm going to uninstall this thing right after I record this. For the reliability, I actually can't fault them there. It was reliable. And I guess they knew what they were doing with regards to that. I haven't really experienced any bugs or anything. I haven't heard complaints about bugs. Maybe there was when it launched, but not now. So it gets a 1 out of 1. The atmosphere, I complained about the blandness, the voice acting. I didn't really have a problem with the voice acting and stuff like that, but it didn't really draw you in. Overall, really poor atmosphere. I'm going to give it a 0 out of 2. Replay value, I couldn't see why you would torture yourself like that. I guess you can keep playing the multiplayer, but there's no reason to play the single player again. So a good 0 out of 2 there as well. That's a total score of 1.5. And I guess Medal of Honor now wins the award for being the worst game that I've reviewed. It actually beat The Witcher, which I think I gave 3.5. So we have a new champion. Good job, Medal of Honor. You are officially the worst. Thanks for watching, guys. There is a gameplay video up as well. Check it out if you dare. I'd probably recommend checking out a different video because this game is agonizing even to watch. Thanks for watching this one. I'll see you again shortly, and have a good time.